Good day, gentlemen and ladies. The dogs are having a really good time with that new carpet that I bought. That carpet is I pay a fair share of price. It's kind of $100 plus tax, roughly. It's an antibacterial carpet. It's a big rubber mat basically with an anti-fungus product on the top fiber. So it's easier to clean when we have some doggy spills. All right. So today, since we have such a nice weather, I'm gonna aim towards some small rivers to see the water level. So enjoy the trip. Cheers. Like you can see, we had some snow this morning, about 1 inches, but with the sun heat, it's all warm up pretty good. And yes, I can start to see some green grass. And but we have been like yesterday was pouring rain, and we had like pouring rain, nice sun, pouring rain and nice sun, and temperature above freezing mark. So that make a great time for snow melting, and that's why I want to go. Ruby, yeah, I want to go see the river, and like you can see my snowboard. Let's go see the snowbank. Like the snowbank is shrinking, but as you can see all around, we still have a fair share of amount of snow, and it's no longer snow. It's basically packed hardened snow, almost like ice, because it's warm and ice and warm and ice and stuff like that. So let's aim the road. Cheers. All right, gentlemen and ladies, so I'm aiming towards Shipshaw, which is about not even 5 minutes from my home. I have Arvida in my back, and I don't know if you can see, but right now is a wooden portion of it, and yes, there's snow, but it meant all the field, the snow are almost empty. Going to Shipshaw, we're gonna cross the historic aluminum bridge, which was made entirely of aluminum, and we're going to see that. So I'm going to put the camera forward this time, and just looking at the lens, yes, you can see. And right now we're going down because Arvida is a couple of feet, 100 feet higher. You can see in front, I don't know if you can see that, there's the damp. It's two series of damp, and so we're going towards that. All right, so this is the aluminum bridge. Try to have a better view of it. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're gonna be crossing a damp. So I don't know if it shows on camera, but you can see the damp completely from the right. It's a very that's almost 100 years old, by the way, that damp. And we're gonna cross right above it, and I'm going to stop in the middle of that damp. there's the dam, the hydro station. You can see they didn't open it yet because they want to keep the water level high. They have to control it. And this is the old dam you can see behind me, and all that water coming up from this direction. So there's an electric station there, and that water, they raised up the water level. They create that passage, water passage, water canal basically. And there's an hydro station. I cannot have access to that. However, that sometime in springtime they open, and that's spectacularly very nice to see. So I've really deceived a little bit about that. Let's go another place. That's about half an hour from here, and hopefully we can see some water discharge. All right. Good day, gentlemen and ladies. You know what I just realized right now? Today we have the 16th of April 2022. What I was doing the 16th of April 2021, 1 year ago, I was here just finishing buying my house in Arvida, and I think I was making the video on the same highway at the same place here with lots with no snow at all. And about the I think I was talking about the chimney renovation or having a wood stove soon. Well, a plan may change, but yes, that's complete 1 year since my big announcement video. Time goes fast. I cannot believe that. And just for your info, in about 2-3 weeks from now, the beginning of May, I do think that will be the 3rd year that I make videos on YouTube. And yeah, I just, as am I driving and always thinking in my craziness, I was thinking about that. So yes. And I do remember we had no snow at all. And so I'm towards La Terrière, where there's a big dam there. Alright, so you're going to see the dam. Oh yes, they're dumping big time from the bottom there. Try to find a place to park my car, but it's tough going in here. Alright, so behind me you can see all these little alcoves. This is overflowing. These one are always blocked. But when it reaches a certain point of water, then they will overcome. And that will happen. That happened about almost 26 years ago. So all these were dumping water. Right now I cannot go down there because it's too much. It's really windy, by the way. So they opened the lower one, so that means they already dropped the water. So, and sadly, there's like a ski jump of water there. They never open it. They open it right away, the bottom one. So sometimes these ones are spectacular to see because you can see a big wave, a big wave of water coming up there. All right, so let's see on the other side of that dam. All right, so you can see there's water. And that created a waterway, and you can see the highs just went down, and they dropped the water level drastically. It's amazing how much the water they drop. I cannot tell you how much, probably a good 30 feet, sorry. And they probably lower the water because then when the snow starts to melt from the high mountain range there. By the way, that lake is I think it's about 50 kilometers long. So that they really dropped the water in prediction of that big water coming up soon. So I'm gonna make an update video definitely. So I'm a little bit too early for that type of video, but hey, I'm gonna try. Stick around. I'm gonna show you where I used to live when I was here 13 years ago. Right? Alright, so I've got Lateria village right behind me. It's a normal French-Canadian village here from the Saguenay region. And I should have shown you the church. The church is very nice, but now we're aiming towards my former house, which I was from 2004 to 2009. And as you can see in the back here, it's all the field are full of snow. And you can see the mountain range in the back. This is the Mont Valin in the back. And right now the road is not that bad. Just try to, yeah. And you can see the height of the snowbank. I passed here last winter, and you can see the service phone, which the last line on the telephone post. So the snowbank were higher than that, but so yeah, we're getting very close. You can see the barn with the red roof. My house was on the right side of the house, the road, sorry. So we're gonna be very near. So you see the house with the green roof and the garage? That's where I used to live. Just try to make sure that you guys see it. Yeah, so the house there on the right, that was my house. I did a lot of work in that house. I'm just gonna turn the camera so you can see it very well. So yeah. And I had a really good neighbor. That's house. That big white house there is Monsieur Brassard, Mr. Brassard, and his wife is well, Mr. Brassard hold the land here in front, all the field, the farm with the red roof, but he's the owner of the 3 asphalt plant in the region. So he's quite a healthy rich. But the good story about that is when I arrived here, I was arriving from Germany, and I was 16 years outside Quebec. So I spent 10 years in the Maritime, well, 4 years in Germany, 10 years in the Maritime, and 2 years in the Ontario on the trade school to learn as an aviator technician. And guess what? The wife of Mr. Brassard is coming up from the same village where's my land is in Piopolis, like down south, 5 hours down south, very small village where I made the video about where's my the land is. The family almost 100 years own land. Yeah. And how they met was in Sherbrooke. He was doing his engineering diploma, bachelor in Sherbrooke University, and she was doing her nursing because she's a nurse and she worked here many years. And yeah, so that's how the two they met. And he was from this area, so she bring here, and it was so heartwarming about that lady coming out of the same village and my family was and still is. So yeah, that was a strange thing, and I didn't have the chance to salute him since then because of the COVID restriction. He's a senior citizen now. But I do a catch-up follow-up with that story. But and the thing too is, for me, is this region, I really love it as much as the Maritime, because the Maritime, I mean, I spent all my my youth there. Like I arrived there in the Maritime, I was 21 years old, and I left, I was 31. So all my 20s was in Maritime, so that's why I have a lot of deep root connection with the Acadian and all the good folks from there. And here in the region, well, I mean, it's the beauty. Of course, when I arrived here in 2004, 2 years after the divorce starts, my 14 years long divorce. So I didn't have the time to visit visit the region, but God in his I'm laughing because that's a good expression. Is I'm trying to in his wisdom send me back here to visit the region. So let's put it like that. All right. So enjoy the view. Alright, so I'm gonna be passing right in front of the Mahindra dealer like I did a year ago. You can see there on the right, and they start to sell also Lexar. Well, they are blue tractor. It's LS tractor. There we go. So I'm gonna see that right here on the right. And of course they all pack of snow. I just on the camera so you can see the mountain range are still full of water of snow, and there are sunny patches showing it. And these mountain range are called Mont Valin, which there's a ski hill station, which is still open, and yeah, they receive about 6 meters of snow. I'm not kidding. That's roughly 30 feet, I think. So there we go. Not 30 feet. It's roughly 18 feet of snow. Sorry, I'm poor in maths. You can ask Joe about that. Alright, so you can see the motel there on the right side of the road. Yes, we're about 7 kilometers from my home. So the hotel is right there on the right, and if it was no of the snow patches, exactly the same as when I arrived a year ago here for my hunting trip, house hunting trip. Yes, but of course. There's a couple of snowbank left, but here it's since it's a small valley, so it's warmer. That's why they have less snow here than in Arvida. All right, I don't know if you can see that on the right now, but we have a kind of it's not snow, it's drizzle. Yeah, that's how I was looking for the word. So we're just passing by the Alcan aluminum plant. Well, it's not the Alcan, it's right now it's Rio Tinto. You can hear the oh, the grizzle. All right, it's not that warm outside. It's 0 degrees Celsius, by the way. So you can see that huge aluminum plant on the left. And they are working 24/7. Shine and rain, rain and shine, all the time. Entering in Arvida. The fuel price was here was 163.4, so I saved 1 cent, but it's roughly around there. And my former house, this is a Lataria village. Oh, maybe I have a chance to show you the church from there. So this is the church. It's a beautiful church, and yeah, but I will have other chance to show it to you. You can see the base here, and look at the flight path on the approach. And basically, I was leaving right. That's the house where I used to live. I'm just gonna show you. It's better view like this. So when we passed right in front, and that was used to have my wood shed, and from there to there, it's roughly 40 feet when I was doing my wheelbarrow competition. So I was carrying my, and I was getting delivered 16 feet long logs, and I was bucking it there, and then put it there, and then I was renting wood splitter, and I was doing hand splitting too, but with the wood splitter. And in there I was able to put roughly 26 face cord of wood, because I was burning to heat that big house, which is it was 42 by 24 feet, and it was a 2-story house. I'm just gonna go a little bit forward, and you can see the and I did work a lot on that house. I'm the one who fixed the chimney, put the cap. I dig all around, installed the French drain. I put tar over the concrete. Oh yeah, it was a lot of work. All right, so folks, gentlemen and ladies, that will be it. So basically, it's my video is celebrating my 1 year big announcement. So please do take care of yourself, and I hope you enjoy my video. All right.